What's up, guys? Tuki here, back again with some more NHL 16 and my New York Islanders GM mode. Don't think just because I've spent way more time with the NHL 17 beta than I'd care to admit that I have forgotten about this series. I absolutely have not, and I am excited now to sim the third round matchup against the New York Islanders. This is the lineup, pretty much the same thing, no major changes. This is the team that somehow overcame Pittsburgh and Washington, but now, of course, we have our biggest challenge yet. Tampa with a higher rated offense. We actually have a better defense, and the goaltending is equal thanks to Roberto Luongo. But let's see the lineup. Of course, we already know Steven Stamkos is there with that ridiculous new contract of his. Victor Hedman also there. And here is the lineup. Andre Palat on the top line has 8 points so far in these playoffs. Stamkos with 10. As you can see, he has his new contract. And Nikita Kucherov with 6 points. Up at the end of the year, someone I was looking at prior to the trade deadline, the asking price was just way too high. But that is a very, very capable top line. Second line, our old friend Jonathan Drouin, another very capable player. 6 points in these playoffs so far. He is with Tyler Johnson, an 88 overall. He has 5 points. And Ryan Callahan, only 1 assist in these playoffs thus far. The third line, Alex Killorn, who has his new contract as well, has 3 points. He is with Valtteri Filppula, who has 6, and Eric Condra with only 2 points. The fourth line, Cedric Paquette. I guess we'll look at the stats. 3 goals for Paquette, 3 assists for Brian Boyle, and 3 points for Jeremy Morin. So obviously a very dangerous top 8. Although Callahan's struggling a little bit. But the big thing is how much of an impact will Condra, Paquette, Boyle, and Morin have in terms of points. If they don't produce that much, if we can get our fourth and third line rolling, if they struggle, we could be in good shape. Defensively, the top pairing is Braden Coburn with Anton Strawman. They have Victor Hedman, 92 overall Victor Hedman, with his new contract, 8 years. He is on the second pairing with Jay Garrison. The third pairing is pretty weak. Nikita Nestorov and Andre Schuster. So how are they doing in these playoffs? No points at -3, no points at -2. So that's looking good for us. The goaltender, Ben Bishop, who we of course also tried to acquire prior to the trade deadline. The price was way too high, and he has a .958 save percentage in these playoffs. He is the reason that they are here. And of course, Andrei Vasilevsky is the backup. Scratched players, no injuries, but Michael Vornaval, Vlad Nemesnikov, and Corey Conacher are their scratched players. I don't, and I know I said this, I don't expect us to make it beyond this matchup. You know, we made it past Pittsburgh, we made it past Washington. I don't like our chances against the Tampa Bay Lightning, especially with the run that Ben Bishop is on. But you know what? Let's find out. You never know. You never know with this Sims. Here we go. First period of game 1. And yep, okay. So maybe I do know. Maybe I do know. Filppula and Anton Strawman with the goals. Not exactly what we were hoping for. Hopefully, though, again, we'll still have some hope because we're going to turn it around here in the second period. Just you wait and see. Okay. We are down 1-0 in the series. Kucherov and Tyler Johnson. I'm just going to hit the A button to sim the third period. Yep, okay. Johnson and Palat make it 6-0, and we lose game 1, 6-0. Outshot 44-26, a 26 save shutout for Ben Bishop. We got absolutely shit on in game 1. Oh my God. That is, I don't recall. We may have had some worse loss. Like, I don't think we ever lost that badly in the playoffs with Vancouver. I know for sure. Like, maybe the Bruins rivaled it, the Bruins GM Mode series. That is probably the worst playoff loss that I've seen here since I started doing YouTube videos. Unbelievable. We'll move into game 2. We'll give the team the benefit of the doubt and have a little bit of faith in this lineup that got us to this point. If they fail here, though, then we'll make some changes. But let's do this. First period of game number 2, and we finally score a goal Andrew Ladd. It took almost 4 periods of play, but Andrew Ladd gets the first goal for us in the series, ties the game up after Filppula scored 4 minutes and 40 seconds into the first period. So not too bad, not getting blown out yet. I say yet because I kind of expect it to happen again. Second period of this game, if the A button wants to work, and we are winning. Holy shit. Jason Chimera and Nikolai Kulemin, that's what I was talking about. We needed these guys to really step up. The bottom 6 has to produce if we are going to win the series, and that's a start. We are up 3-1. Let's sim the third period. Can we hold on? We've managed to get to Ben Bishop. 3 goals will hopefully be enough. Luongo's looking all right. 24 shots against, only 1 goal in so far. A late power play for Tampa, and Johnny Boychuk gets a goal, and that will do it for Game 2. The New York Islanders bounce back with a 4-1 victory in Game 2. 33 saves for Roberto Luongo, and somehow, some way, we have a little bit of life. Who saw that coming? I certainly didn't. Let's move on, though. Game 3, as I hit the wrong button. Let's just wait a second. But Game 3, the series shifts to Brooklyn for the first time. Let's see what happens here. Fuck, this is a big game. All right, first period of Game 3, and we are scoreless. That's not too bad, not too bad. Second period, fuck. Nikita Kucherov and Eric Kondra with the goals, and that sets up which should be a great third period, and it actually is. Shane Prince with a shorthanded goal from the point. John Tavares ties it. Nick Leddy scores. Everybody's getting involved. We're having a party in Brooklyn. We're up 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. A power play for fucking hell. Jonathan Drouin gets a goal. Oh, shit. A minute and a half left. Are we going to overtime? And we are. All right, well, that was a journey. Shane Prince, John Tavares, and then Nick Leddy 9 seconds later gave us the 3-2 lead. Jonathan Drouin, though, sucks to see that name scoring for another team, but he does, and that sets up this overtime. Let's do it. Overtime here in Game 3, a very, very important game, and Anders Lee on Andrei Vasilevsky. I don't know why Vasilevsky's in there. I don't care. Anders Lee with the goal, and we have bounced back from getting our asses handed to us in Game 1 to having a 2-1 series lead. The big question is what happened to Ben Bishop? Is he injured or not? Ryan Pulock is back. That is not important because Bridgeport is, of course, out. We need to see if Ben Bishop is still in this series before we play Game 4. Now that we have a series lead, too, man, it's insane. Is Ben Bishop injured? Moment of truth, he is not. I imagine it was a similar situation with Holtby. Either they just pulled him, or he was injured ever so slightly, and only for that game. So, I guess we can expect to see him back in net here, which kind of sucks. That's it's a little bit disappointing. But, on the bright side, we have a little bit of confidence. Not really. Can't really hear confidence in my voice right now, can you? Let's not waste any more time. First period of Game 4 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's see what happens. And there's the confidence. Now we're confident because we are up 3-0. 3 goals on 11 shots against Ben Bishop, Mark Streit, Casey Cizikas, and John Tavares, the captain. We outshot him 11-5. And Ben Bishop, who looked like a wall in Game 1, not looking like it now. Maybe he is injured. I don't know. Obviously, he wasn't on the injury report. Maybe it's a slight injury. Who knows? Unfortunately, we still have 40 minutes of hockey to play. Second period, can we keep the lead? And we can. Tyler Johnson makes a 3-1. Travis Hamonic gets the goal back. We have a 3-goal lead heading in to the third period. A potential 3-1 series lead on the line at the end of this. Kucherov, though, gets a goal on the back of an extremely long power play. And now with 8 minutes to go, I'm a little bit anxious. We have a power play. We can't get the goal. 3 minutes left. We're still up by 2. And the New York Islanders have bounced back from being down in the series 1-0 after getting their asses kicked 6-0 in Game 1 to winning 3 straight games and now have 3 opportunities to eliminate the Tampa Bay Lightning to seal their spot in the Stanley Cup Final in Season 1. This is the first season. Unbelievable. You know, let's just, again, I'll give you a look at the team. This is the team that's getting it done right now. I don't know what to say. You know, again, when we made the poll for what team do we pick next, this team, the Islanders, were in the bracket of good team, needs a couple more pieces to really put it all together and to really be that cup contender. We didn't really put any pieces together. I mean, the offense is the same. We got rid of Clutterbuck so that we could use Shane Prince. Defensively, we essentially traded Streit for, Jesus, why can't I remember his name? I can see his face. Thomas Hickey. We traded Streit for Thomas Hickey, and we signed Brendan Gormley so Pulock could be down in Bridgeport. And, of course, we got Luongo to replace, Yaroslav Halak, which I forgot his name, and for good reason, because, Jesus, he was just terrible. I'm getting ahead of myself. We still have to win one more game against Tampa, but we are close. Like, we are on the verge here of going to the Stanley Cup Final, which is unreal. But here we go. First period of this oh-so-important Game 5 back in Tampa, and Cedric Paquette gets the opening goal of this game. That's all right, though, because here in the second period, we're going to turn it around, and we turned it around. John Tavares with the goal. The captain continues to deliver, and that sets up this oh-so-important third period where Tampa's backs are against the wall. One goal here for the Islanders could seal the deal and seal a trip to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in God knows how long. Like, legitimately, John Tavares, you beauty, you absolute beauty. And Tavares with an empty netter. We are going to the Stanley Cup Final, a hat trick in Game 5 for John Tavares. I was going on with my story, trying not to pay attention because bad things happen when I really focus on the shots. John Tavares with a hat trick, 25 saves for Roberto Luongo, and Cinderella is going to the ball for the first time, as I was saying, and I don't know. Seriously, I should have looked it up. Has it been since the 70s? Early 80s? No, early 80s. It would have to be early 80s, I imagine. Regardless, we're going to the final after going through Pittsburgh, Washington, and Tampa. Unreal. And in the final, we are fucked. I know I've said that 3 times now, but it's going to be Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, and the Dallas Stars. God damn it. They swept Nashville. Oh, man. So they beat San Jose in 7, beat Calgary in 6, and swept Nashville to get here. In the next episode, guys, it is the Stanley Cup Final against the Dallas Stars. Absolutely incredible. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you didn't, and you made it to this point in the video, hit the dislike button, just because, again, it's always hilarious when people end up watching a whole video of someone or something that they don't like. I don't get. Regardless, I am rambling. If you haven't already, though, make sure to subscribe. That wasn't English. Make sure to subscribe to continue following this series, and I will see you guys in the Stanley Cup Final. I step into the middle there, and then their computer decided to just stand right in the slot, which would have been nice if our computer did that on their goal. Yeah, it did not.
Good face-off win.
Oh, thank God. There we go. There we go. Nice job getting on that.
How come in team celebration? Do we have to unlock that too?